Welcome, 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 ladies, germs, boys, all of it, everything in between. Welcome, guys. This is episode number 27 of the Young Blood Podcast. Today I have a repeat offender on the show, and it is Jared Kisling, you guys. He's got a good voice, and he sounds really good on the mics, and he's a good conversation starter, guys. So, we kind of get into a mix of things here. We go live on the Instagram. We talk about the Dodger game. We talk about each other. We talk about how he started a business recently, and no intro really necessary for the guy. This is a Boise-based podcast for Boise locals for you from me, guys. Enjoy. Thanks. Episode 27 coming your way. And I'm also going to be talking about the entire thing. Go Dodgers. Hooch ya. Guys, sorry I didn't have an episode for you this week. I tell you what, this has been fun. This has been awesome, and it's continuing to grow. It's continuing to get bigger, and it's even better that my friends are willing to come on twice sometimes. And I'm sure
technically this is my third time.
Yeah, second in person, right?
Second in person.
The fun ones don't really count because they were
the very early days of COVID. We did a. We did a podcast where you're trying to figure everything out, right?
Dude, I got somebody to listen to my show, and they were like, "Yeah, you got to listen to your podcast." And I started season 1, episode 1. I was like, "Why the fuck did you do that?"
It's like the Rays scored.
Okay, well they scored in the first inning, so it's just been game on, baby, game on. Dude, see how much better this fucking camera is?
Oh yeah.
Sony Handycam, ladies and gentlemen. If you're trying to do camming for a living or any kind of podcast or anything, get yourself one.
Yeah, the Sony Handycam. I'm gonna actually probably use that in my streams. Look a lot better than my camera.
But you use a GoPro.
I did, but it doesn't work very well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea, man.
No, but why doesn't it work well for you? What does it not do for you?
It times out on me. The camera shuts off or overheats or something.
You know what it is all these cameras do the same thing, and what happens is you're not recording.
No, I am recording.
No, you're not. Not on the camera. You're recording on the computer, and you're plugged into the HDMI, but the camera itself isn't actually fucking recording anything, so it just thinks it's being left on. All these cameras do the same shit. Like there's one, the older camera, this one, ladies and gentlemen, hello, I've got two. This one, I try to keep, it'll do the same thing, so I try to keep a memory card with like 100 gigs or like 32 gigs at least in it, and I record the whole show. That way, I also have like an emergency hard copy of the entire show as well.
Gotcha.
So, and it's actually came in handy like twice now. So Anna, thanks for tuning in. You're the one and the only on the show. And, honestly, I don't do the live to get people in to watch it. I don't do it for, it's cool that you guys can come in and watch it like while we're doing this. Cause most people, the reason I started doing it is they don't go on, my actual podcast platform and listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anything like that. What they do is, they'll look at my Instagram and scroll through my page,
right.
And that's what everybody does. It's simple. It's easy. It's right there.
Yeah.
And so that's what I try to do is when I do these live shows on the Instagram like this, it takes an hour of the show and automatically posts it for me on the Instagram. Saves me hours of editing because when you're doing all this high fucking HD shit, you're trying to break it down and put it onto a mobile format and then upload it on your Instagram. 4 hours of work, dude.
Yeah. And that's like a part-time job right there.
I don't have time for that shit.
On top of you working, like 60 hours a week?
Yeah, I don't have fucking time for that shit.
Yeah. I get it. It's
I wonder if Luke's going to notice that I'm wearing his hat right now. Thanks, buddy. Told you to come pick it up. It's the World Series, so I borrowed it today.
Yeah. He needs it for luck.
No, dude, I wore it at the last game, and I'm like, fuck, dude, now I have to keep wearing it. You can't. You can't.
You gotta. Whatever voodoo you gotta stick with.
Isn't that fucking cool? I can do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I did it too, I made the mistake of using a keyboard that's too loud, so all you hear is me going. This one's like not too bad, you can't really hear as long as we're talking.
Yeah.
Doing our shit.
Not a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that one?
I do. It's a nice gaming keyboard.
All right. Cool. So let's get into it a little bit, man. That was kind of a nice.
You want me to reintroduce myself again since we kind of did on my Instagram live, or do you?
You know what? Why don't you go ahead and do that? Just because, I'm probably gonna cut all that first stuff out into the actual show, and just so everybody does know, I don't cut anything out. This show is always 100% through and through. The only things that get edited out are the start and the end because I like to make sure that they flow. So, once we start getting into it, once we start talking, once the conversation really gets going, that's when I'll hit start on the Spotify show. But you know, on the Instagram show, it's just more of an interactive thing for everybody. You know, so it's not actually the beginning of the show when we do go live on the Instagram. So just bear with me there, guys, on that.
All right. So I am formerly known as Bottle Service Jared. I have since left the industry to pursue some stuff for myself. I have been, I guess I've become entrepreneur Jared, as Casey put it earlier. No, I just kind of do stuff for myself right now, trying to figure out what the next move is. I'm happier though. You know, I was spending a lot of time working on myself, working on my mental health and stuff, and it's good to be back on the show.
It's good to have you, man. It's good to be here. It's great. Guys, this is episode number 27. 27 of season 2, guys. I've been fucking pumping at this every day in some way, shape, or form. You know, I may not be doing an episode every day, but I'm working on this every single day. And it's funny to me, man, I'm starting to see a lot of other people in the area start podcasts, dude. And if you guys need help, you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, I've been doing this now for 6-7 months at least, you know, and I've been doing it consistently. I've been doing it every week, 2-3 times a week sometimes, and I'm posting episodes daily. I'm doing all this stuff, you know, and again, my show isn't based off me. Nobody gives a fuck about me. It's about the people I bring on, man. You guys constantly bring some awesome content, and you bring some awesome stories, and you bring the best out of me as well, you know, and that's what people come here for. And again, Jared, this is your third fucking time, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's your third time.
Excited.
This episode is actually not brought to you by anybody lately. We haven't been doing any sponsorships just because I've been super busy. I haven't had time to reach out to anybody. But one company that I do want to shout out is Tattooed and Successful, man. These guys are badass. They're a local company, and there's a lot of people you may know who do model for them and represent them. Check out their line, guys. It's super simple. Just give it a search, Tattooed and Successful. You know, I'm halfway there. I'm tattooed.
Almost successful though, right? Like, yeah, we're getting there.
Halfway there, you know.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Check them out, guys. They got some sick clothes. And if anybody, dude, if you guys want to fucking shout out on the show, if you want to get involved, if you wanted to even come on and talk about your business, talk about your shit, dude, this is the perfect place to come do it, man. And
as this is an Idaho podcast, though,
this is an Idaho podcast. This is a Boise-based show about Boise, about all y'all, about everything, and Anna says she loves us, by the way.
Oh, I see. Oh, so sweet.
So sweet.
We got squirrel brains, but
I actually got a friend of mine from Radio Boise reached out, and she was asking me to come on the show and talk on Radio Boise. So when I do that, you guys, tune in. Oh shit! I should probably
getting real excited, guys.
Dude, well, I should probably. I can't have stuff in front of me, dude. I know sign language. I'm Italian. Like I just fucking throw shit around. And by shit, I mean my hands.
Yeah, I got you. So let's should we get into it, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and also, have you noticed that I'm not low to the ground on this episode?
You're not. No, we switched. You switched.
Yeah, dude, I've been using my comfy ass chair this whole time, and it's pushed me low in the corner where I just kind of sit back and just like.
It's kind of like, yo, I'm here, but you know.
Yeah. Vaping, dude. Yep. Yeah. I feel like this is a little more interactive, man. It's puts you and I both more kind of into the show versus into the conversation. But the conversation's the best part. The conversation's
I mean, that's the bread and butter, right?
So I don't know. We got a bunch of stuff on the agenda. God, you write like a child. I kind of want to get into, you know, as we all know, we had the Governor Little address yesterday where he put us back into stage 3.
Stage 3 again.
What do you know about that, Jared? Let's hear yours.
From what I understand, indoor seating capacity is limited to 50.
Okay.
Like, and everything like bar tops cannot be open. Everyone has to be seating only. Still no mask mandate though. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh, he didn't do a mask mandate. He just did
I
think because he realizes they're not doing shit, dude. Because even if you are wearing a mask, you're just making like, dude. Did you go to the bar on Saturday?
No,
I did.
But I mean, no one's wearing masks, though, right?
It was fucking chaotic. It was crazy. I loved every bit of it.
the good old days, right? Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was just like, I wore a mask, dude, just because like I've been going to the bars like for a while now, you know, so I always have one. And so I always wear one when I go into a bar, and you know, I'm just the one thing I'm not used to is seeing so many people not wearing one. You know, it's been pretty good lately where people like they don't want to get anybody in trouble and they all want shit to open. But fuck, dude,
I believe they call that pandemic fatigue, where people are just getting tired of
I believe you call that Idaho.
Yeah, well,
People just stop giving a fuck out here.
well, I feel like it's more. It's probably a nationwide.
It's
problem.
nationwide problem, but I'm just.
But here,
my buddy
yeah,
just flew here. My buddy just flew here.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I'm fucking baffled. He's in LA, but he's like, dude, I'm baffled. This weekend he came out. Dude, it's like shit never shut down here. I'm like, it did for a while, but you're just here on the weekend that it finally popped off for like 3 weeks straight. So now like everybody's letting loose, and it's the weekend before Halloween. Like, there's a lot of factors playing in here. It's not just like Florida up in this bitch. Don't get me fucking wrong.
We won't even dive into Florida. That's a whole mess.
Did you see the guy on the mop bucket with the leaf blower and the umbrella?
I did, yeah.
Fucking made my day.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Like,
Brilliant. I'm gonna
MacGyver of his time, right?
I'm not gonna do the leaf blower and the umbrella. I'm just gonna do like a fucking hand cart with like a sail and like
Baby stroller, dude.
6 leaf blowers.
Baby stroller.
A full ass baby stroller with a sail. I'm a contractor, dude. I got like 8 or 9 of those lithium-ion batteries just laying around, bro. They need to be used.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You can't. This can't go to waste, right? Who joined the Instagram live over there?
Torres, what's up, buddy? Pete, my boy. I was actually literally just talking about him. I was like, dude, my buddy in town, fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's him right there, dude.
Yeah, Idahoans don't really care for the masks. That's the moral of that story, right?
I mean, fuck, dude. It's not the masks. I think it's just the fact they're already really Republican, so they just like they turn it into a lot more than just the mask.
Right. So you're saying that?
You're telling me to put this on my face to protect you. What about protecting myself? I don't need to protect myself. Like, that's just what the fuck they say, dude. It's just. There's no change in old people, man. There's no change in old white people. And, we've got a heavy concentration of
stubborn
old white people.
Stubborn Idahoans. No, man. The state of the industry, I mean, right now, everyone's just making it up as they go, right? Like, we're at a time where bars are having to change rules daily just to keep up with the latest information coming out. I mean,
yeah. I can't keep up with that at all.
Yeah, we don't as regular people, but like you got to think of the restaurants and bars. They're having to like actually put some time and thought into maintaining all these standards that the Central District Health puts out. That so they don't get fined or shut down, and to keep everyone healthy. It's bizarre that people are still trying to fight it. Like restaurants are just trying to stay open.
Well, it's funny. You're not asking your local politician what the new law is. You're asking your local bartender.
Yeah.
Because they know.
They have to
they know.
It's their job now.
There's no way to done. What's up? Send in the stroller. Yeah, dude, the stroller. That's the way to go. I like doing the Instagram live, dude. It's kind of cool.
It's interactive,
And like I said, dude, the biggest reason why I do it is because it saves me one step.
Yeah.
And like people aren't gonna get the full hour, 2 hour, whatever length episode on.
This is like for VIPs. You get the unedited. You
get this for an hour. If you want to catch the whole episode, then you got to go. Let's twist the cameras up a little bit.
Look at that.
If you want the whole episode, you got to actually check it out, guys. Spotify, YoungBloodPodcast, guys. All one word. There's no the in the front, and there's no spaces. You search me on any platform where you listen to your podcasts, you can find me. We're there. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, the whole 9 yards, Google Podcasts, you fucking name it. I got it. I've done it. So check me out. Anyways, Jared, we've talked a lot about the last time you came on, just kind of working with Ted and all the shit was going on and, trying to keep your job afloat with the pandemic. And I kind of want to focus more on this with like what you've been doing now that you're not bartending and like becoming an entrepreneur, some of the things that you've done, and even if they're just little fucking things, like what have you done to get yourself into a business?
So a couple things. I've designed a few t-shirts with a designer and come up with some cool ideas for some t-shirts, and I've tried to sell those. Very hard to do. Facebook is a very difficult platform to work with, and just trying to figure out the advertising there was difficult. Phone went out.
Oh, she died. That's okay. We'll figure that out.
She did. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So the advertising on there is difficult. They will block your account for literally the dumbest things, but take your money, but won't let you have access to your account again. So that's been kind of a nice struggle I've worked with. I also got into book flipping. This has kind of been my most successful venture so far. It's kind of where you go to thrift shops and you buy books for a cheap price. You use a software called Book Scouter or Scout IQ, to kind of determine its worth. And then you can turn around and flip it for a profit online, typically with Amazon or eBay, stuff like that.
So did you know that small businesses on Amazon sell about $60 million in merchandise every minute? On Amazon?
That's insane. It's a good
platform. Small and medium businesses alone sell that much in merchandise every minute. So, I mean, dude, one thing I used to do, this is the weirdest fucking thing ever. Like I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast before. One of the first businesses that I started was super into fucking fish tanks, dude.
Yeah, okay.
So I found these fucking little red Japanese river shrimp that looked super cool. And because I like plants. That's my shit. I don't like fish. I think plants are fucking tight.
So you want more of like
a giant tank filled with a fucking tropic jungle of plants, that kind of shit. Yeah. Super pretty, you know. That's what I'm into. It's not really the fish that are cool to me. It's the fucking plants, you know. And so I had a full-on planted tank that was just tight as fuck, dude. And I found these exotic red shrimp that would just keep the algae down because you have a lot of algae in it. And so the whole reason why I got them was for an algae control problem. I found some guy on Craigslist. He had a bunch of them. I was like, tight, let me buy fucking some, whatever, cool. Excuse me. This guy gave me so fucking many of these things, dude, that they just they bred like wildfire in my fucking tank, dude. No, this is good. You know why? Yeah, because come to find out, dude, these little fucking Japanese river shrimp are worth $5 a piece on eBay.
Oh, dude.
I was making about $250 a week just selling fucking shrimp on eBay, dude. I shit you not, dude. Alive. So I would bag them up alive. I would put fucking, because I did carpet at the time, so I would put carpet padding all around them to insulate them. Yeah. And I'd get one of those fucking hand warmers, bro, like the fucking hot hands. Put one on each side just so it didn't get too cold at night. Box it up, ship it.
Never any complaints. Nothing.
Probably 1 in 10 people would say, hey, they died. Cool, I'll send you another bag.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude.
Smart.
Dude, fucking easy. That was 2014, dude, that I was doing that. So think about it now, bro. If people were sending live fucking shrimp in 2014, no shit, you can sell a fucking book on Amazon.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Everyone's looking for books, right? Especially textbooks, school stuff like that, you know?
Is that phone plugged in over there? Would you?
Yeah, I can go check real quick. It is plugged in.
Oh, it's charging. Just going live on Instagram killed it a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. So you've been going to the thrift stores. You've been scanning hardbacks mainly, I'm guessing?
Yeah, mostly how-to books, business books, textbooks, very distinct religious texts. You kind of have to learn by just scanning a large quantity and figuring out what people are actually buying, you know?
Okay. They tell you that, though, right?
Yeah, so there's a training on the Scout IQ website, and it kind of walks you through the whole process. Use another software to list it on Amazon. You send them into Amazon. You pay the shipping fee, and Amazon packages and ships everything for you. You have your listing up. They only charge you storage after about 6 months, so you have a pretty good grace period before you start racking up fees for sending it into Amazon. And
okay, so it's not free.
It's not free.
They charge you. They take a little chunk. That's
Amazon takes their
pretty
fees.
Normal.
Yep.
And do you mind if I ask how much you make on just starting up? How much did you make when you first started up in the first couple weeks? It was $1, $5, $10 a book. How does it work?
Yeah. So I typically pay about $3 a book at thrift stores. That's usually the going rate, $1.99 for paperback, $2.99 for hardback, right?
Those add up, dude.
Those do add up.
Especially because if you get a book for $1, you sell it for $2, $3, dude, that's double, triple the price. You keep doing that, you keep doing that, you get an account where you get free shipping, and you get free shipping out because you get that certain shipping per month, or you pay the $15 a month, and you pay that in 2 days.
Right,
for $15
exactly,
a month for unlimited shipping, you can send. And if you're actually making this a full time out of stuff, it's not a matter of, do you really want to go be buying books every fucking day? No, what you do is you You get it down, you get it figured out, and you find out the dynamic of the entire fucking situation. You take 5 kids that are in high school and you teach them this.
Exactly.
And you start them up and you have them Ponzi scheme their way into building you an empire.
And now you have a multi-level marketing.
Exactly.
And now you're rich. No.
When I was their age, I had this thing called Verve. That kid's
Verve.
Vima and Verve, dude. It was a super healthy energy drink that was derived into teaching teenagers to try to sell and market and start their own business. But it was also
It's kind of like Vector here.
yeah, exactly. It was based off. It was
Yeah.
based off the kids that had money from their parents that could get money to get the fucking startup fees going, and then from there, those kids would do good because they could check back in with their mom every week. But mom, almost making money. I'm right there. Can you spot me, dude? I sold my fucking Xbox. I was 18 years old. I sold my Xbox at a pawn shop to buy my first pack. That's
Dude.
how convincing this fucking shit
Yeah,
is.
I mean, I did door-to-door sales too, and it's kind of the same thing. It's you kind of join a cult a little bit. They kind of
Did you do door-to-door magazine sales ever?
I did magazine sales for school. Yeah.
Dude, no, I did door-to-door magazine sales for a shady company when I was 18.
Did they pay you?
When you sold people magazine subscriptions that would never come, yeah, they paid you. Dude, I was the craziest thing. I found them on
so sketch.
Dude, I found them on Craigslist, and they're like, "Hey, dude, you want to fucking live door to door? You live in a hotel? We'll pay for everything. You just go travel the fucking shit." Dude, they made it sound so enticing, bro. It's crazy.
Do you want to hear the craziest part about this industry?
What?
You know who they target the most?
Kids.
Mormon kids.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I bet. I guarantee it. Dude, no, I'm telling you, I was 18 years old, dude. I was fresh out of the gate, bro.
Right.
No idea what was going on in life. So these guys picked me up from my parents' fucking house, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna take you to Ontario, Oregon, dude. You're gonna live in a hotel. You're gonna walk door to door every day. You're gonna make so much fucking money, dude." I was like, "All right, tight. Let's do this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking sick."
I think
And I'm 18 years old, dude. They pick me up, dude. First thing they fucking do is they spark a blunt, dude. And we're like fucking rolling into Oregon, smoking a blunt, and I'm just like, dude, this is the fucking coolest thing ever. Dude, literally, I know I was in a car full of like tweakers and fucking 40-year-old washouts, you know. But me being a fucking complete idiot and just loving life no matter what you fucking throw at me, I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, dude, let's fucking start this shit, you know. And I leave my car, I leave my dog, dude, I leave my whole fucking life, dude. I go, and my first day, this first interaction, my first fucking hour with these people, right? We're smoking a blunt, right? And 20 minutes after smoking this blunt, I puke everywhere in this car.
dude, you greened
All over myself, fucking all over everyone else, mainly myself. But like, no, like I was fucking, I don't know if it was from, I think what it was is I was on like some antibiotics for like an infection or something, and I
Oh, yeah,
smoked,
yeah.
and that just
You didn't eat
triggered-
anything either, or what?
And I was also 18, dude. I wasn't a fucking champion at 18 yet. I was like pretty fucking wild, but like I'm 20.
Would you call yourself a champion now?
No, I call myself wild.
Wild. Oh,
Other people,
is that above champion?
I don't call myself champion. Other people call me a champion.
Oh, gotcha.
But that's only when they party with me
For a week straight.
for a week straight. It's not my
It
words.
is. It
None of my words.
do be what it do be, you know.
Hey, man, there's a reason I smoke this pipe sometimes.
So, anyways, you're getting back into it. Yes, I am selling books.
Hold on. Back to my story.
Oh, he's not done, folks.
I'm
He's
not done. Yet. Throw up everywhere. All over the place. These guys aren't phased. They're like, whatever, cool. We'll clean it up, dude. We'll get you back. Sounded like Trump. And like...
I'm the best ever at everything ever.
China. And... and literally, dude, shit you not, man. Dude, I did this for like months, like 2 months, man. I stuck to it, dude. I fucking held my guns. Dude, I could sell you a fucking wet fart at a Costco, bro. Like, that's how good I was at door-to-door sales. I'd walk into some old lady's house, be like, you don't need magazine subscriptions, but you need me. Let me in your door for a minute. Let me talk to you.
So, were you sleeping with these old women? Because it kind of sounds like you were a gigolo.
No, I was not Zohan. I was not cutting their hair and fucking them after. I was selling them magazines and having no shame. It was
yeah.
And I shit you know, I had no idea if these magazines came or not. Like I wholeheartedly thought they did though. But there was no guarantee.
You believed in the system.
There was no guarantee. I could look at you dead cold in the eyes and say, yes, this is coming. And then like walk out and be like, well, I think they're coming.
So I have a similar,
Hold on, almost done.
Okay. Sorry.
Almost done. Like this finally got like so crazy. Like they would, like we all smoke a blunt and they drop me off in the middle of a fucking neighborhood, in the middle of nowhere. I've never been before in some fucking random trailer park or something in the middle of nowhere, Oregon, or like wherever. I have no idea where I'm at. What if my phone dies? Something. I'm fucked. I'm literally like, knocking on people's doors like, hey, dude, do you mind if I use your outlet out front here, dude, to charge my shit? Like, that's how unstructured the system was, right? And so I'm doing this for like 3 weeks. I'm finally just like, dude, or like almost 3 weeks to like 2 months I can't remember exactly how long, but I'm just like, dude, they say something's not right, dude. But that's how I was. It took me that fucking long.
But did you get paid any time in that period?
Free weed and like a place to sleep and food. Like I made no money. I came home with no money. Like nothing. Not a fucking penny. And finally, I call my best friend Cam. Like you guys know Cam, the man, the myth, the legend, does the cameras. I call my best friend Cam and I'm like, dude, so here's what's going on. I'm in Ontario, Oregon. No idea where I'm at. I'm living in a hotel. My car's in Boise. I need you to drive my car to Ontario. Pick me up. And he's like, why? And I'm like, dude, just drive my car.
Dog,
it's there. The keys are in my room. Just don't tell my parents anything. Walk in the house, grab my keys, say hi, mom and dad, young. Walk the fuck out. Go there. Pick me up. Something's not right here. I'm probably going to be raped. I don't know. Dude, and these guys were so shook that I was leaving, dude. I just like dip out in the middle of the day. I'm just like, hey, dude, like for real, have a nice fucking life, dude. Bye. You know, and I'm just driving home with the camera. Just like, dude, I can't believe I went through that for a whole month and a half. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, dude. It's like I had a similar experience. I did door-to-door alarm sales, and they took me to Tennessee. I was in Knoxville, Tennessee. In this super low income neighborhood, because the only I could tell is low income because they have this program. This is super shady. They have this program that allows you to run credit checks on an address. So I could run like a soft credit check and kind of tell me if it's good, bad, neutral, like whatever. And every house I ran in this area was bad, like bad credit checks. And I was like, why are they sending me here to sell alarms? These people got no money, like.
They're not gonna get approved.
They're not gonna get approved. First of all,
would you grab that pokey stabby out of that little dish?
Pokey stabby.
Yes, that's a word. And also, don't get clotheslined by your headphones. Yeah, they would just unplug. You wouldn't die.
I wouldn't die.
Yes, that is exactly the thing I need. I'm sorry, I would have gotten up and gotten it, but you know, guys, generally I have somebody here who helps me, but I'm fucking shit out of luck right there on that. So. Doing this everything. I'm producing this whole
kind of like
thing.
a last minute thing too, huh?
For you. I do this every week.
Well, I know, but like, yeah. I guess that you weren't expecting to have me here tonight.
I've been trying to get you on. Actually, yes.
Yeah, I always expected on Casey Young.
Dude, I expect always because, you know, I've been trying to get a hold of you for like 2 weeks to get on it, so it's not like it's a surprise.
Yeah, true.
Tobacco?
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons. So, back to your story. Did something similar. Credit checks. Shady. Every house in this neighborhood was shite.
Yeah, no, I was out there 12 hours a day by myself, just walking around trying to knock on these people's doors, and no one was home. First of all, it's during the day. They drop you off at noon.
Nobody answers because they think you're
No one answers because no one's home, and they also think that I'm like creepy because I'm walking around their neighborhood for a week straight. You know, it's just like it was very uncomfortable.
Very bad vibes.
Bad vibes all around. Yeah, I wound up just leaving. I luckily had my car, and I was just like, you know, I'm done. I'm gonna go, and I drove straight to Florida. Actually, I didn't go home. I hung out with some friends on the beach for like a week.
Well, who do you know in Florida again? Your one buddy?
Yeah, my military buddy, Brent. He, actually good right now. He served in the Army with me. We're both combat medics, same unit. He actually lives in Pensacola, Florida, which is closer to Alabama. They got white sandy beaches, Gulf of Mexico, you know, beautiful. It was nice. It was a nice little vacay after I kind of felt like I was in a cult. You have to wake up every day and you have to go to these meetings. I don't know if you had to do the same thing, but you had to kind of like psych you up for the day. Where you like kind of like chant some mantra or something and they are like, yeah, go out there and sell it and get it. And everyone's like, just like butt chugging energy drinks.
So kind of like Kirby. Right. In a way, like Kirby, like vacuums. You ever heard of those?
Yeah, like door-to-door, like, they like psych you up to buy a vacuum, but like they would do this to us before we went out to our neighborhoods for the day. They would just like pump you up, give you a bunch of energy drinks, pump you full of caffeine, just like you're just like a rage monster. Like, yeah, we're gonna go sell some stuff. And you go out there and get rejected like immediately. Like
that was the hardest part, man. Like even if you're a good salesman, you could be that. You know that one video of the kid who's selling the cleaning spray that just absolutely murders it, and the guy took a video of it. This kid's just like skirt, spray, this, that, pun. You know, like
yeah,
all over the place.
Yeah.
It kills it entirely. Guarantee the guy still didn't fucking buy it. Takes a video, you know. Wow, your sales pitch is fucking rad, kid.
I'm not gonna buy it.
I'm still not gonna buy your shit, but fucking thanks for the video.
I'm gonna make money off your video going viral.
I'm gonna go viral on fucking YouTube and not give you a cut of any of it. So
yeah, man. I mean, it just felt like I was making like. Don't get me wrong. When you actually sold something, the commission was great, but you had to.
So I think we got $20 a magazine we sold.
Oh, see, I would get like $600-700 a sale.
No, we got like something like $10 or $20 per magazine. So you'd go out for 5 hours and fucking maybe sell 3. You know, you'd make like $30 and they pay you cash at the end of the day. Like, where's your $30, bro? Good job. I'm like, dude, this is fucking garbage, man.
But you're stuck though. You were stuck, right? Like
I was committed. I wasn't stuck. I had a backup plan. That was to call Camden to come pick me up with my car.
And you did that, yeah.
And I did do that. And I mean, in every way, shape, and form, I was just like...
No, man, like it's hard. Like
trying.
You want to seek it through because like you see all the guys, they like pair you with someone who's been really successful doing it, right? Like this is like the way to entice you in.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I make so much money
they did
doing
that too.
that.
They did that too. Like, no, dude, I've been here for so... It's all targeted. It's all targeted. It's ridiculous. It's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of fucked up, let's talk about exes.
Oh, let's not get into that yet. We're gonna save that for when we're not live on Instagram.
The juicy.
We'll save the good stuff for when we're sitting on the 2-hour recording or the 1-hour recording.
There we go.
That cuts off after 45 minutes, like an hour.
Oh, okay.
And then so like to get to the juicy, the good, the nitty gritty.
We gotta wait for that.
You gotta check on the Spotify, the YouTube. You know, check in on that. You guys.
Dude, I don't run podcasts, but like I've been a guest, and this is quite awesome.
Dude, that's my address for work tomorrow. Fucking sick.
Nice.
So, working, podcasting.
Working, grinding. This guy doesn't take any time off, guys.
Dude, I do, and it's called... I don't know where I was going with that.
It's called nothing because you don't take time off.
Because I don't take time off. I had nothing on that. The only time off I get is when I get my tattoos.
All right, should we check in on the Dodgers real quick?
Please. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a massive Dodger fan. Those who don't know me and who want to, that's something you must find out.
Dodgers up, top of the 7th, 2-1.
Dude, fuck, man. We might even have to pause fucking listen to the game. If we get to the 9th and shit happens, we're pausing the fucking podcast and I'm listening to that because I'm not going to put you guys through listening to me watch.
It's just going to be
win the World Series.
It's just going to be Casey's reactions.
Dude, there's been some over the last 3 years, dude. I have literally walked out of a bar, threw my hat, and had like Camden walk behind me and be like, dude, you want your hat back? And I'm like, fuck that hat. I threw it for a reason. He like still held on and he gave it to me the next day.
He's still
like,
a fan. That's a true fan right there.
Oh, I was so mad, dude. I was just like, I still wore the hat the next fucking day, but after we lost the World Series, I was just like so defeated. People were like, why are you wearing the hat? I was like, why? Did you buy a hat of your own that says LA? I'll fucking buy it off you because I'm an actual fan, faggot. Oh, sorry, we don't say that word on the podcast, guys. That was a bad word. We don't say that, jerk. Sorry, guys.
Anyways,
My
yes,
bad.
Dodgers are winning right now.
Yeah, that's a.
For whenever you listen to this,
I do apologize.
there could be a massive disappointment later on today, but we'll.
Dude, do not. You got me already going with talking about.
All right. So let's talk about a little bit of the state of the jobs, the job hunt. I mean, you don't have to look for a job right now. You've got your own company.
I'm getting into winter though. I'm not looking for a job. I'm looking for accounts. Looking for accounts, and then I might start bartending on the weekends.
Yeah, I was say maybe a part-time bartending gig. Like per usual.
I found a pretty good gig. I don't want to talk about where. Starts with the C, ends with the Ottenwood. Sunday mornings, I might apply for that. Nobody go apply. That's my fucking shit. Fuck off. My buddy works there. He's getting me in on it. It's not like an ad I saw or anything. So
yeah, no, dude, that's awesome.
That's also how everybody is right now. They hear somebody's hiring, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about that for a little bit. It seems like
you got into it.
A majority of the people hiring now are service industry, which is kind of
weird because it fell off for a second.
Yeah,
but Also, everybody's hiring for holidays.
Yeah, nope.
Holiday
part-time, seasonal work.
Like Fred Meyer, Ross, all these places right here by my house. They're all getting
Best Buy hiring. That'd be kind of a cool place.
This camera's still running too, dude.
Oh, look at that. We got
good gear up in here today.
Hey, it worked. That little
if anybody
restart.
wants to produce a podcast or a show of any kind or a stream of any kind, I'm your guy. He's your guy. We're the guys. Give us a call.
I'm just here for IT support. I mean,
he's half the reason why I get into this shit. I was
get
calling
a call
him
from
every
Casey,
day.
bro, computer problem. I'm like,
I was like, dude, just call me back, please. He's like, dude, I'm doing shit. I'm like, it's just about computer shit. Just like, it's not about my life, your life, or what's going on right now. Just like legit, it's about this goddamn thing on my computer, and I'm at a crossroads.
Yeah, we solved a lot of problems with the phone, though, didn't we?
We did. I think the one problem that really got to me was the power problem.
The power problem.
I'm like, dude, there's this setting in your computer. You can turn up your power and just go do it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I don't need to buy a $700 other part. I could just go turn a setting. Like, what the fuck is this shit, dude?
Yeah, no.
How does one setting turn my entire computer into a useless piece of slump, and then I change it, and all of a sudden, oh shit, dude, the computer is fucking brand new, bro. Oh, dude.
I don't know, man. Computers, there's something else. You gotta have everything lined up perfectly, right?
That's literally, hey, if you are trying to start a podcast and you don't have the money to go buy a brand new desktop MacBook or Mac Pro or whatever, there's a lot of options, man. There's a lot of shit you can do. I've actually had a fuckload of people. Munson and Ted themselves asked how they what they should do as far as the equipment and stuff they should get to get started. And for me, the biggest thing that I do is I don't use USB equipment. Everything I use is legitimate, like video camera, actual fucking. I can take all this audio equipment and go into a fucking stage and play you a concert right fucking now. Like, this is all analog audio, the good stuff, and then I convert it into a USB. So all of this all goes into one converter, or like 3 or 4 different converters that put it into my computer versus using like a
separate channel.
For example, like the Blue Yeti mic, they're great. But I don't recommend using them unless you got like a really, really good MacBook. They sound pretty good on a MacBook. You can control them really good. They're really user friendly. The thing that I have one myself, I use, but I don't use it one bit for my podcast. It tends to cause kind of some contradictory things, like when I'm trying to use the USB and sync it with this, because there's a little bit of a delay into the system, so you get a bit of an echo. There's just a lot of factors that come into play. And also, like, it sucks. If you want to start a podcast, do not whatsoever do a video podcast if you're just starting out.
No.
Do not. Yeah. It completely brings you into another realm. It is 10 times more difficult than just going into Audacity, hitting the record button with your plug and play USB mic, and the reason my show is so difficult or just so extensive with all this, it's a production, dude. Every time I do it, it takes me 2.5 hours to set up before the show. I got 3 cameras that I got to set up. My whole computer, I have to convert all of my settings into the computer to get ready for all of the stuff that's going into it. Restart the computer a bunch of times, make sure there's not any other programs running so it doesn't ruin the audio feed that's going into it or corrupt it. Guys, there's a lot of things that go into this. There's a reason why Jamie from Joe Rogan's podcast makes the money he does, know? Jared, actually, go hit the pause button on the recording.
Okay.
And let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll be back in T-5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Welcome back, guys. We had to pee. Things happen. Sorry. We're still live on the Instagram. I had to entertain everybody. So, it's kind of interesting. If you do listen to the show, if you're somebody who's on the show and you're like me, when you do a show and you might listen to it once or twice because you want to make sure there was no errors or make sure everything was just smooth, you notice things, you see things, and it's kind of cool that if you watch the show on Instagram, you get a kind of a low quality video. The audio is like, you can hear us. It sounds decent. Like, guys, don't get me wrong. What you're hearing right now on the Instagram is nothing to what you hear on the show. Like, the show is what's getting recorded. You guys are just on my phone because we're here, we're doing it so you can watch and be a part of this. But like, I really do put a lot of effort into the quality of the audio, you guys. Like, I put that was the first thing that when I started a podcast that I really made sure to be diligent on was that my sound was good. There was no background noise. I had a good place to record. Everything in my house. I literally turn every single electronic in my house off when I do a show. Like, no joke, and I do this out of my house, you guys. I have my entire dining room / office devoted to my podcast. Like, this is a whole ass part of my house. Like, it's a part of my life. It's a thing. Hopefully someday we can get the podcast moved into a studio outside of the home because, that's a big thing. And I actually heard that from Tom Green, the founder, the man behind podcasts. Tom Green, dude, he was the one that like said, getting the show out of your house is the biggest thing you can do. Because I've noticed like the show just doesn't stop.
No, man.
And you've been here for that. You've been here for that too.
I've been here since the beginning, and I've seen it already evolve to the point where you could do an out-of-house production. I mean, you've got a very good setup. The sound quality starting out wasn't as good as it is now. You've definitely put a lot of time and effort into this out of your own pocket too, which is...
I've financed this whole thing, or like, I haven't actually financed it. Like, what's happened is a lot of people have been a part of it, and they haven't sponsored me, but they've gifted me. They've been like, hey, dude, like I've got this thing I don't use. You want it? You can have it. I've really, really like what you got going on here. I really think it's something that could be continued. And then, I want to watch it grow. I want to be able to say that I was a part of it growing.
Yeah.
That to me is the coolest thing, man. And, I'm not, I kind of laughed with you earlier when you're like, somebody else started a podcast now. I was like, I've been doing this since pandemic started, dude. Fucking everybody else get on it, man. Like, come on.
I know it's almost been a year now.
Let's get on it, dude. I also wanted to do this for a long time. Like, I've been trying to do this I've been talking about doing this. I haven't made any initiative, but I've been like, I want to start a podcast. And I say this all the time on my shows, guys. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're going to do, but they give a fuck about what you've already done.
Right. Yeah. And, you're a man of action. You made it happen. You found yourself with quite a bit of free time on your hands, and you're like, dude, this is the perfect time. Like, and it turned out, very well.
I wouldn't be able to start what I started without the fact that I was so like freed up. I was freed up, dude. I had nothing going on. I had no fucking drive because I couldn't go to work. I was just literally bored. And starting this, like, dude, it took 9-hour days of just glued to a computer, and I had been recovering from a broken back too. So I would have been doing other things if it wasn't for that. So I'd also broke my back, been glued to a computer, has been like, man, I'm just gonna start fucking talking into the mic, hearing myself talk. I realized I didn't like the sound of my own voice. So what I did was I started having fucking guests.
Yeah, please do all the talking for me.
Exactly, dude. Well, because like, who the fuck am I? Nobody wants to listen to me.
I mean, that's not true. People
they want to listen to me talking to somebody.
Yeah. They want to see you interact with someone.
Yeah, like, they don't want to see me sitting here.
If you were just doing it by yourself, it'd be a different story, right? Like,
maybe once I'm an established comic, I have fucking stand up, I get shows going, and I can just sit there and practice my bits and fuck around a little bit, and that's where maybe I can consider doing it. But I don't do it for that. The conversations are in all reality what I've gotten out of this. The clout's kind of cool, whatever. Fucking telling people, I produce a podcast, whatever. That's cool. Fuck that.
Whatever.
Yeah, the conversations that I have with the people that, like, when I tell them, yeah, I produce a podcast, and they're like, dude, can I come on? I'm like, fuck yeah, you can. I'm not picky, dude. I love talking to people. I love picking their brains. There's only been 1 or 2 episodes of people where I'm like, aight. Sup? Cool.
Sup,
usually it's always a fucking blast. There's never like any issues, any problems other than like the fucking, would you go over there and click on the
screen?
The scene box? For the record, guys, if you ever wonder what programs I do use, that's something I don't think I shout out enough on here. I use Adobe Premium. I use all the Premiere Rush, Premiere Pro, all that stuff to edit the videos after in post-production. And like I said, the only editing I really do is I do a little bit of audio tuning, make sure all the audio is leveled. It sounds really good. All the highs are taken care of, all the lows are taken care of, and they're all equal out. I add an intro song. Sometimes I really like to do the intro for people after the fact, and like that I don't get to it sometimes. Sorry, but I do that, and I use Adobe for all of that. And my recording studio software that I use is actually OSB Studio. OSB Studio is a broadcasting software that a lot of people who've, if you're a Twitch streamer,
which I have gotten into, yes. I stream Apex Legends mostly.
Speaking of, why don't you give that a shouty out?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Zazerac. That's spelled Xazerac. I'm usually live a couple times a week, just vibing out on the stream, playing some Apex Legends, occasionally play some other games. But
if you guys really want to watch some good streams, the ones that I come on and just completely suck ass, it's so great.
Yeah, we carry Casey.
Oh, dude, I get down every like 2 minutes, dude. And they're like,
until we switch you to controller, you did a lot better.
I wasn't bad before. I wasn't terrible when I was playing on the
mouse
Xbox.
keyboard, you're pretty good. But
and then once we put the keyboard in the play, because like I said, dude, I'm not a big gamer, but I did all this computer building for the fucking podcast. I literally had to, you guys. Like, you have no idea if you don't have an expensive MacBook or a nice gaming computer with at least like fucking 8 cores of processor, at least 16 gigs of RAM, and at least a fucking gaming card from the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, you won't do anything. You won't be able to. And if you try to, you'll record stuff. It'll look like it's fine. It'll be good. And then you'll go back to watch it and your shit's fucked.
The quality is just,
not the quality. The quality's there, but they skip or they're corrupt or like your computer can't keep up.
Yeah.
It bottlenecks. Your computer bottlenecks during
CPU,
the recording and it just
GPU.
fucking fights everything. And, it's the biggest problem you guys are probably going to run into. Take it from me. Learn from my mistakes.
The podcast
entrepreneur Boise, if like you really want to think about it. I
don't think anyone else really does a podcast around here on the scale that you do, though.
No.
Not really.
No, like
not that
unless
we know.
they're either a radio show bigger than me or somebody that like has been around since before me. But I've been diligent, and that's like the thing that I can just say is like, even if I had nobody watching that week, I'd still post. I'd still do it. And like, I still don't like, I'm in 7 countries now though. That's the craziest thing. Like I don't, there's some episodes I'll post and, a couple people will watch, and there's some episodes that the first day I'll get 100 downloads in the first hour.
Nice.
And it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, man. Like, it's definitely grown a lot, and I'm very appreciative every time you have me. It's cool to see how the production value has gone up from
webcams and parents at it.
Well, no. I was there for the phone interviews, right? Like, I was there at the very beginning. Phone interviews. You just recorded a phone call and you uploaded it that kind of that way. You just did everything through the phone. And now we're sitting here in a studio that you've built in your house. Like, we have a nice table to sit at. We got very high quality mics. We have a high quality video capture. We have everything here. It's just awesome to be a part of the journey.
Right. And it's crazy too, because all of this was built. Not like I didn't go out and buy a pack, buy a podcast pack and just like fucking set it all up and be like, all right, here we go. I started with 1 mic, got a soundboard, 2 mics, got a camera from him, another camera from my dad, realized that webcams weren't the way to go. Bought this 1 camera, bought another camera, bought this camera, just none of them worked. Like, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's trial and error, the whole thing.
And
like,
you know it more than anybody. I probably sat with you for like 2 hours one night, just talked about this camera has completely ruined my life.
Yeah, dude, I don't get it. Like, why isn't the quality the same? And honestly, it's just sometimes it happens that way. Like, you'll get a product, you think it's great, but then you find out something is cheaper and better, and all of a sudden your production value.
Spend the money the first time.
If you have any questions, please ask Casey. He's definitely been through everything. He knows which right cameras to get now.
I'll even help set it up for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys need help building computers, you guys can always ask me. I've built several now. I just built my sister one recently, and now her fiance and her are able to game with me, and which is really cool because she lives in Washington, and I live in Idaho, obviously. So it's nice connecting that way,
I was gonna say something.
I saw it. I saw the train of thought coming.
Dude, you saw the hamster wheel turning.
Yeah, and then it stopped abruptly.
Dude, it did stop abruptly. My TBI is showing.
It's okay.
It's okay. No worries. It
I'm
happens.
a TBI survivor too.
Oh, that's right. Your story's a lot cooler though.
Yeah, I just got blown up, thrown across the road in Afghanistan. No big deal.
Yeah, I just got drunk and drove my car. I'm not a fucking cool guy whatsoever.
And you know what? We're dealing with it. We make mistakes.
Don't drink and drive in Idaho, you guys. It's a fucking stupid thing to do because you'll die.
Yeah, the roads here
And kill
are
somebody else,
terrible.
too. Don't do that.
It's cold as shit here all the time. Like,
I remember what I was going to ask.
Oh, okay.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I actually have a Joe Exotic costume. I have the mullet. I got the
I'm
piercing.
so glad that I changed my fucking costume, dude. I'm so glad. I was gonna do Joe Exotic, and then I saw the goatee that I had going on here, and I saw my like mullet Jerry curl, and I was like, "Holy fuck, Kenny Powers!"
Oh shit!
Eastbound and down, motherfucker.
So all you gotta do is get a baseball uniform, right? Like,
There's 3 things. I've been blessed with many things in my life: an arm like a cannon, a cock like a Burmese python, and a mind like a scientist.
it's gonna be great.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad.
It's gonna be interesting to
too.
see how bars handle
I'm not going to the bars, dude.
You going to a house party?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who's because we're on the podcast. But if you want to come, I'll invite you.
Word.
It's a
Yeah,
good
no,
one.
I've heard.
It's a good one too.
I've heard a lot of people are switching to house parties this year. What do you think about that?
They're not. They can never keep up with it as it is. What are you going to think you're going to do it this year? Like I've partied on Halloween every year since I was a freshman in college. Dude, this town goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, I feel like Halloween is like kind of one of those holidays that everyone gets away with.
House, dude. No,
Going
have you
crazy.
ever heard of a house party getting like raided on Halloween? They just kind of like they drive by.
Yeah,
They
just
drive
kinda,
by. They drive. There's so many they can't keep it. They have to like actually answer to like that fucked up shit going on, like somebody getting stabbed or like
Yeah,
people getting robbed.
fights.
There's a lot of shit that is actually happening that the house parties to them are just like fuck. That's something we don't got time for that. You know, it's like on New Year's Eve if you go up to a cop and say, "Hey, dude, some fool just fucking stole my bike." He's gonna literally tell you to fuck off. He's like, "Dude, hey."
Hey,
fuck off.
there's more pressing matters.
I'm sorry. Just call it in tomorrow because fuck off. You're just stupid. It's happened to me before. I went up to a cop on New Year's Eve. Was like, dude, that's my fucking bike. We're right fucking there. Police report. Number this, and that. And he's like, fuck off.
He's like, it's Halloween, dude. Like,
No, he was like, it was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve. He
New
was
Year's
like,
Eve, yeah.
literally, dude.
It's the same concept though. Here in Idaho, New Year's Eve, Halloween, big drinking holidays. We're always getting litty titty on.
What's up, Delis? Oh, dude, Dodgers scored. What is the score? What is the score?
It was still 2-1 last.
Oh, dude, it's about to be the 9th fucking inning, dude.
It was the bottom. It was the bottom of the 7th. We're in the
Top of the 8th.
top of the 8th.
Ah!
Dodgers still leading. Are we gonna have to pause the
We might have
podcast?
to pause the show, guys. Like, I'm sorry here. I don't do this often, but we're doing it tonight. We're gonna have to pause the show, guys. I'm gonna put the radio on and listen to the last few minutes of the Dodger game. Can't do it on here. Copyright. See you in a bit. The fucking shit. We are back. Holy fucking shit. We are back, ladies and fucking gentlemen. Excuse my obnoxious tone of voice and my ecstatic attitude because I'm fucking pumped. We just won the World Series, motherfuckers. 3 years of loss. 2 years of loss, actually, not 3. I have watched every fucking game, I swear to God, upcoming to this, of the last 3 World Series, guys. I have been a Dodger fan for so fucking long, I can't even remember how old I was when I went to my first game. We won.
They did it.
Holy shit. There's a video to prove it. I almost cried. I should have cried.
He
I think I
ran.
cried.
He just ran away. He just fucking ran with joy.
It's the first time in 3 years that I haven't thrown my hat and left it at the bar.
You ran, dude.
I ran.
He did cardio. He actually did cardio.
I ran. Enjoy the in shot? Yes. No. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it's perfect. Just listen to this, guys. This was me.
That's straight gas, dude.
That was me.
That was Jared.
He's ready to go home. He's ready to go home.
This is great. Y'all gonna go through this.
And there he goes outside, ladies and gentlemen. He runs outside to run around the parking lot.
It's not over yet.
Oh, switch. It comes back in.
Wait.
I got it, yeah.
That is not a sad human at all.
We had to take a momentarily.
We had to take a break, guys. I could not miss
I mean,
that.
it was the end of the World Series for his team, the Dodgers. Now he's
Dude,
wearing
I
the
could
jersey.
not. I could not miss that for the world, you guys. I love my podcast. I love all you, my listeners, but I love the Dodgers, boys. Sponsor me. Los Angeles Dodgers. But also, that should be copyright because you heard me more than you heard the game in the background, and it was only 1 minute. So please don't take me down.
I think it's like 6,000 views. You'll get there. This video alone will get 6,000 views.
This was TikTok worthy. I'll send you the edited version of it down too.
You need to put it on TikTok.
You should put it on TikTok too. Because you have a TikTok, I have a TikTok.
My friend, when the Dodgers win.
When you don't care about baseball, but your friends do.
Yeah. He fucking runs outside, does cardio for the first time in years.
Hey, does that sound better? Because we still sound the same, but I turned the headphones down a little bit.
I mean, it sounds, yeah.
Does that sound a little better?
It sounds a little nice, you know?
It sounds nice. It was hurting my ears a little bit because I had the headphones blasted. Gatsby, I know they just won. My dog is pumped, you guys.
He's amped. He's like so stoked right now.
Should I post on my story or I just need to post this whole ass?
Post the whole thing, dude. You just got to get the whole reaction in there.
So that's why I edited it down to a minute so it didn't have to be an Instagram TV. See, what is it? Candid.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that?
We're working on spelling over here at the Young
Dude,
Blood.
I write a lot, and I'm still shit at spelling sometimes.
I think we all are, though. Let's be honest. We're like adults, and we haven't been to school in ages.
I'm so happy, you guys. You have no idea. I have been a baseball fan since before I could walk. And you have no idea how much this means to me that my team has finally won the World Series. And it's not like we won the World Series after a really good season and we deserved it. We won the World Series after 3 years of trying to get it. Going to the World Series the first 2 years, losing. You know how much shit I get from all the other people who aren't Dodger fans and they just are like, oh, you're going to choke this year. But hey, it sucks. I wish we didn't win it on a short season where people are going to be like, well, you didn't deserve it. So, watch us come back next year. We're going to get it again. I'm calling it right now. Next year, fucking mark my words.
Dodgers,
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row,
Record-setting team. Let's make it happen.
Would that be the record? I'm pretty sure teams won 2 years in a row, right? we need to fact check that.
Camden would do that if he was here, but Camden's kind of been too busy. Honestly, Jared, if you were more free often, you should make Sunday nights available and come start doing come start producing for me.
Producing, yeah.
I need it bad, dude. I need it bad because I can't do all of it at the same time. It's a lot of work because right now, what you would be doing is you'd be like, well, that's charging for a couple minutes. Once it gets 30 minutes of charge, you would turn that one back on so our cameras are both back going. There's all kinds of
we decided to go to a sports
kind of a weird
establishment.
feature on the Sony Handycam. I think it's a glitch. I think for some reason mine's glitched out. You can't charge and use at the same time. You're supposed to be able to. So, and I think it's only because I am using the HDMI at the same time as charging. So there's a weird feature that doesn't let it happen. I don't know. I could bypass it somehow. I'll figure it out. Or get a bigger battery or get more batteries. Problem solved. But
get a more expensive camera. We'll see.
Dude, why? This is a great. This is the shitty camera.
I'm just saying.
This is the
as
shitty
this
camera.
podcast grows, you'll be able to get better equipment, right?
Well, dude, that's the thing. I have
my dreams for you are not here where we're at right now, but they're
here. They're growing.
They're gone. They're past the screen right now.
The thing is, these dreams are achievable. These things have happened little by little. Like the Dodgers just winning the World Series, that happened. Like me starting a podcast, that happened. Shit's happening.
Shit is happening for Casey right now.
Shit's fucking going
on a
the way that I want
level.
it. In many ways. Many ways. That being said, go Dodgers. Dude, I can't tell you guys enough how much this fucking affects me because I was so excited the first year. It's oh cool, man, fucking Dodgers. Lose. Oh, the second year I was we got it this year. Lose. Third year, if we lose this, I might fucking shave my head like Britney.
Was it 2007, Brittany? That was a good look. I mean, or was it 2004?
It's my look. It's my look that I would have had today. Look at it. Ooh.
All the Dodgers winning.
There's going to be, guys, enjoy the fucking wave of beauty that's about to withhold your news feed, people. These are the days that I dream of for my newsfeed to be nothing but Dodgers because it already is. I don't watch any other sports.
You kind of watch football.
When it's like 7 dudes hanging out, fucking watching it with the boys, I'm like, oh, dude, it's a sick game, dude. What team's playing?
What's going on?
No, I know what's going on. I played football fucking all through high school. I fucking middle linebacker, dude. I love football. I'll fuck you up in Madden. But baseball's my sport, dude.
Debatable.
Because I spend so much of my time watching baseball so heavily, I feel like it's a little inappropriate to spend so much time on other sports just because it's like that's a lot of time out of somebody's life. I'm a business owner. I like to be productive. You know, I can only really write off so much time in my life going towards something as far as sitting down on the TV, watching something like that, listening, spending time out of my day doing something, you know, and there's only so much baseball per year. That's the one time that I do allow myself to do sports and enjoy it because the rest of the year I want to be productive. Fair.
I think I just booked you another podcast.
Tight. And who is this?
Chelsea. She's in the service industry.
Oh, look forward. Chelsea, who?
Chelsea Lord.
Chelsea Lord. Right on. Sick. Well, guys, again, I've probably stated this a few times throughout the show today. Like, I'm not desperate for guests. I've got people lined up. I've got my next episode's gonna be Zoe Everett Abrahamson lined up. She's got a degree of biology. Everybody,
Biology.
And
Is that with the bees?
the bees? Speaking of the bees, they did find out the first U.S. nest of killer hornets was taken out today. You should have seen it. It's
The
like
murder hornets.
dude, legit. No, they had full on fucking like masks. Not just masks, like dude,
tag gear? Are these guys dudes like rolling up fucking neck deep in fucking ammo and shit or what?
bro, they literally looked like they were going to Mars.
Oh shit. They got those
I have 100%
high tech
I could
bee
not,
weapons.
No. Dude. Look it up right now. On your phone. Fucking 100%. I tell you.
No,
not.
I believe you. I know
you believe me, but you need to see it. So what it is they. I had some issues here, boys.
We're Googling.
Is they fucking shit you not, dude? They looked like astronauts. Sorry, I was getting a little bit of a little distortion there, guys. Sorry, I don't have the capability to spend as much time on the sound.
Fox News. Here we go. After
Dude,
eradicating,
look, dude! They literally look like they're wearing fucking astronaut suits, dude. Put it on the camera.
Oh, wait, it's
can almost see it.
loading. Hold on. Let me get to the picture.
Yeah, that camera actually does really good at showing close up. This one.
Look at those astronauts, dude. Like,
actually, that camera does a pretty good job at it, huh?
yeah.
See, they're good cameras, dude. I got that camera for $40 on Facebook Marketplace, but it's actually like a $200 JVC camcorder.
There you go.
That one is outdated though. It's like probably it doesn't do it's the older version of HDMI. That one, like, it's not as good as the Handycam. Handycam is a little better, a little newer.
A little more.
But
HD.
for $40, that's shit. That's the shit. I mean, for the $200 Handycam, you know,
That's shit, he said.
no, but dude, I still spent $200 on the Handycam, dude. It was like,
Bro, already
and it was
over
the
an hour.
last. It was the last one in stock at Fred Meyer. Like, it was like they're out of stock. Like, and they're hard to find on Amazon because even my sister was saying, she's like, hey, dude, everybody's doing YouTube fucking videos and all these like 10-year-old kids are vlogging. Like, if they can't afford a GoPro or like a new GoPro or don't want to or don't know how to use it, they buy this. I guess.
How much is the Handycam run?
I think it was $200 brand new at Fred Meyer's, but
like
it was
I feel
normally
like you-
$250. It was normally $250.
Normally $250. Okay, cool. That's a good
Because if
deal.
you want to buy like a Nikon, you have to spend like $400 or $500 brand new for the one
Right.
you want. So this is a really good option for not having to buy a big, bulky DLSR camera. Because the thing about the Handycam is that thing weighs maybe half a pound.
Nice.
It's extremely light. Like it is, and it has a phenomenal motion. Not motion.
Frame rate? Like a...
No, dude, it's got a really good stabilizer. Video stabilizer is what the word I was like for. Jesus fucking crikey. Still
You can
thinking about
tell,
the Dodgers.
guys, he's a little excited that
I'm
the Dodgers
so
won.
stoked, dude.
This podcast kind of got off track, but you know what? We're Gucci. We're still here.
We're actually, Jared, we're not running very long on the show itself. We've been doing our event of the night for a little bit, but on the show itself, we're only running about 45 minutes.
Okay, word.
It says we've been recording for about an hour, but remember, we started recording about 30 minutes before we got live. Again, guys, don't ever, when I started the show, I really did trial and error on everything. I did all kinds of fun things, and I've learned from these things, and I'm still learning and growing. And tell me if there's ever anything that bugs you guys, like tell me these things. I'll try to fix them. You know, like I don't know.
I tried to fix them, yes.
I fucking do it like Mario. I fucking Luigi's he's my brother. We do this. We don't speak the English shit.
We don't speak the English.
He said, "Hey man, I'm a plumber and with a mustache and forget about it."
Oh, so you plumber.
No, I'll lay your pipe.
I'll lay your pipe.
Dude, thank you so much. Like I had Jared like really today. He was I had to call him and say, "Hey, dude, can you come a little early?" He's like, "Why?" I need help. Like again with him helping me out. He's helped me out with so much of this stuff. But like today, I literally could not figure out for the life of me the angle that I wanted to have the show change to, because like I feel like the way I've been doing, even though I do multiple cameras and stuff, like I feel like I was sitting across from the person, so the multiple cameras kind of like they looked cool. But like with this, we still have multiple cameras, but we're sitting next to each other. We're both kind of a part of the show more collectively rather than like individually. And sorry, I was just watching you use your phone. I was like, what?
I'm, just
That's the best part about podcasts.
you don't see what people are doing, right? But like this one,
No. You just don't use your phone.
well, I feel like they use their phones a lot, especially for fact checking.
No,
Negative.
they don't. Because if it's a really good show, they got a producer who's there doing that fact checking for them. And if they're only using their phone, it's the airdrop a picture to the producer.
Okay, well, sorry, I used my phone for a brief second,
It's okay. I'm just being.
but you asked me to earlier, so I figured it was cool.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like the coolest thing about this whole podcast realm, whatever you want to call it, shit we're getting into, like it really brings a whole new aspect of conversation into our generation, because this is the kind of conversation that like people would sit and have for fucking hours because they don't have a phone. They would just sit in their room and be like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" Yeah.
Yeah,
And they just sit there and be
right,
like,
exactly,
talk.
yeah.
You know, and like this is giving us millennials, because you're a millennial, barely, right?
1990. Like,
Yeah,
no.
it was 1995, right? 1995, millennials. Or is it 85 to 95? 10 years. Yeah, it is. So you're a millennial. People in the millennial words, I have a mumble, sorry. Millennials, we tend to communicate through social media. We tend to communicate through text, through writing, and that's good if you're actually writing letters. But we're not writing letters. We're texting each other.
Right. We're just quick, short bursts of information.
We're instant messaging. This isn't a form of like sitting down and cognitively writing down what's on your brain, how you feel, and putting your thoughts directly into words in a way that you feel comfortable and passionate about and educated with. Like when you text, you just you word vomit.
Right.
That's all you do. You word vomit. And the podcasts, I'm honestly excited to see a lot of other people starting this because of the experience that I've had with it.
Right.
And the growth,
success too that you've
and
had.
the growth I've had, like
Yeah.
the as a person, as a communicator, as a public icon. Like I'm not an icon, but like the word I use icon, I use it lightly because like as a public person to some people who are an introvert who don't know how it is to go out every day and party, go to the bars, be a bartender, be able to socialize with people daily, like it's almost a job. Maybe you listen to this in a way that's like, hey, dude, like, I don't get to do that. So it's kind of cool to like live vicarious, or what's the word?
Vicariously.
Yeah.
Not
through you.
vicariously.
Not by
There's a
girls?
difference.
But you know what I mean? Exactly that. Like some people get that opportunity to live that life through me, or basically maybe experience some of my experiences in a way that they feel like they don't need to go out and do all that shit. And they just get to listen to it, or...
And
Like-
another thing too is I've talked to people out of state. Like I have a lot of friends out of state, and I've kind of turned them on to your podcast a little bit, and they kind of get to know more about Boise through the people than they do actually like visit here. Because like you come here and you're gonna go to the top bars, top restaurants. You're just gonna see the best that Boise has to offer. But like the everyday person, you're kind of given a voice here, and like that's valuable information, right? Like. We've talked about the state of the service industry. We've talked about like
I want to get into that too, the voice.
yeah, absolutely. It's
Having a voice here.
having a voice here. It's just so much is caught up in politics, into TV, into whatever entertainment, numbing yourself, whatever it may be. Like, this is kind of like a nice outlet to be like, hey, like I'm actually being heard, you know, like even if it's like,
Well, yeah, that, but about the voice thing that I kind of want to input on.
yeah, go ahead.
People who don't move or who do move here from places of like large capacity, like New York, California, Seattle, places that you know, there's a large density of people. A lot of what I've seen happens is people move here and they notice, like, especially with guys, they see a heavy fluctuation in, you know, cognitivity from the women that they talk to. Like they actually get reception. They say something to these women like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they actually say,
how you doing?
and they actually know. The thing is, they respond. They say, "I'm doing pretty good, thanks." And then everybody goes about their day.
I mean, Idaho,
and that to some people, dude. If I don't know about you, but when you grow up in LA, that is taboo. It's very, and so when people come from these areas and they walk around, like especially me when I did this 10 years ago, like there's people 2, 3, 4 years that are just moving here, like experiencing all this. Dude, I've done this for 10 years. We're like that. Like people in Idaho, they look at you and they genuinely like, how you doing?
Because they respond, right? Like it's polite.
It's a form of respect out here that we give versus like the form of respect that's given in Los Angeles is like, I respect your space.
Right.
I respect your eye contact, your space. That's something like, no, don't look at me.
You don't look at you. Don't
out
bump
here
into
it's
me.
like, hey, I'm
yeah.
having such a good day in my life. I hope somebody else might be too. Gratitude. I give you gratitude. Hey, hello. Like we're all, it's a common being out here. We're like we support each other. It's a sense of community.
Yeah. We're very much like in the moment. So if like you're having like me recording you earlier, watching the Dodgers win the, you know, World Series.
Pure happiness.
Right? Like
pure happiness. Boys.
Not a baseball fan, like huge. Like I have teams that I watch, but I don't necessarily care unless they're in the World Series, and I don't really care until it's a Game 7.
I could cry for baseball. There's nothing more that I want in life to coach a youth baseball team for free.
Goals are different.
Just to teach little kids the sport and the art of baseball. Like I love it so much that like my knowledge of the sport and like my years of experience. I was a catcher when I was fucking like 6 years old, dog.
Yeah. No.
I was behind a plate catching fucking calling strikes. Like I was like, dude, trying to fucking play the umpire, dude. Like I was doing that at 6 years old, bro. Like I've done that my whole life.
I play baseball as well, and like it's a sport, and like for you to want to do that, like that shows your passion for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's kind of who we are here in Idaho. We're just like passionate people about our own shit.
Right.
It's always different. It's never the same. Like certain people, like I have a lot of friends that are super passionate about cooking, and they're cooks, and they work for some great restaurants.
Italianos. Shout out.
Shout out to Tito. Shout out to Tito at Kai 75 Talk. That guy
Talk about him for a second.
That guy is the most passionate guy like I think I've ever worked for.
Not only that is he the coolest chef that I have had the honor and privilege of being a bartender, server, co-worker of, because the fact that this man has spent his entire career, he grew up in Mexico, born and raised, went to culinary school. Well, actually, maybe not Mexico. He grew up.
No, he 100%. He grew up in Mexico.
He grew up in Mexico, right? But I also know he went to culinary
school in Mexico. Yeah.
And then moved to fucking Idaho, dog. What in the fuck?
This dude makes probably the best tasting, authentic Mexican cuisine, probably, I would say,
in the state.
In the state.
I say that wholeheartedly. And and it's only because like it's not okay. There's a difference. This is not California street Mexican food. This is authentic, like from Mexico City, fucking cuisine. Like it's amazing. Like the shit that this guy does. He cooks a mole sauce. Takes him 16 hours to cook this mole sauce from start. It is he takes poblano peppers, chocolate, does the whole. I don't know this. I'm probably butchering it, but dude. The day that he presented this mole option in our menu,
it was the best thing I ever tasted.
Holy fuck! He literally came out and just like guns ablazing. He was like, "Listen, I cooked this for this long. Fucking eat it."
And we ate it. We did.
It was one of the best.
And we kept getting it every single time we went shift.
And to this day, every time I go to an authentic Mexican restaurant, you know what I order? Chicken mole enchiladas.
Yeah, it's dope.
Every time, because you know what I do? I'm like, This ain't Tito's.
It's not Tito's.
It's not Tito's, and I feel like a bitch. I'm a fucking foodie, I guess. Fuck me, right? Like,
Yeah. You're like Instagramming it. You know, you're like taking pictures. You're tasting it. You're like, it's not the same.
No, dude, this guy. Shout out to this guy out there. You know, he really did a good fucking job.
Dude, what about those barbacoa tacos? The ones with the spicy.
You know, are they the
What was your favorite tacos when like working with Tito?
Oh, dude. So
The El Pastor.
Al Pastor was like my go-to order every day. Like I just love the pineapple.
What about the gringa
sweet.
style El Pastor?
But the gringa, like this guy had this gringa style shrimp taco where what he did is he like took some cheese and he grilled it to a crisp, and he almost used that as a second tortilla, right? And then he put like shrimp and this special fucking sauce on top of it, and the fucking cojones on this motherfucker were amazing because he would tell every server and bartender in that building that this is the one fucking menu item that you cannot change. If somebody wants to order this and they say, I don't want that one, I want that, I don't want that. I don't give a fuck if you have allergies. I don't give a fuck if you're gluten free. Order another taco.
Yeah, no.
This is what this guy would say. He was like, order another taco because you know what? I am a fucking artist. And what you're doing from this fucking piece of art is you're taking some pain away, motherfucker. Do you want to take a color away from the Mona Lisa? Bet. Go do it. It's not going to be the Mona Lisa. Don't fucking eat it. Don't look at it. Go look at another. Go look at
Dude, exactly. I mean, he would do that with the gringa style, and there was one other style. I don't remember the name. But it also had shrimp. But
I don't know, dude.
Phenomenal.
I was gonna go in there today to get
shout out
tacos.
to Kaye 75.
I worked there for about a year, or short of a year, and fucking literally, dude, I would still to this day eat their food every day. Like I ate there daily working there, and like there wasn't a single day where I was like, I've got a problem with eating.
You never
at work.
get bored of the food.
I got a problem with eating at work. No, they're like, I'm gonna order a fat shrimp burrito and fucking feel like
Baja style burrito.
Baja style with lettuce wrap. That's how you felt healthy.
Yeah.
You wrapped it with lettuce. You'd let it sit for a couple hours. The shrimp would get cold. You still slam it and be delicious.
Oh, cold shrimp, the Baja
Delicious.
sauce, cold. Everything about that.
So, Jared,
I could go for some Kaye 75 right now.
they're not open, are they?
Probably not. We should probably end this. Get some tacos.
And let's get some tacos. I was thinking, me and you should celebrator. I'll buy it on me. Honor of the Dodgers. After this, it's been a good podcast. It's been a good day, but we're gonna cut this one a little short. It's been about an hour-long episode. It's not that short. It's been a good one. Been a long one. Catch the live on Instagram. Catch me on fucking Spotify, Apple, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. I really hope you guys who do watch the YouTube, all three of you, the new layout on the everything, like it's been a long process. You know?
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get him on Restream so we can actually do it live on multiple channels at once.
Yeah, dude. And maybe Jared, if he actually gets his head out of his ass, he'll come produce.
My head's out of my house now.
Maybe he'll come actually produce the podcast for me, because you know what? If he doesn't want to do it, guys, I'm hiring a producer. You know, you don't get paid, but you might get
Experience.
internship.
You'll level up in life.
I'll tell you what, I haven't made any money on this podcast. I've spent money, and it's been one of the best experiences of my life. And if you know anybody from any parts of life other than Jared, because he's not invited anymore, want to come on and be my producer, you can.
Three strikes and you're out, apparently. Goddamn.
Anyways, guys, this has been episode 27 of Young Blood Podcast. Again, if you go to spell it, look for it, do anything, please don't put a the in front. It's all one word. YOUNGBLOODPODCAST. Young Blood Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Jared thought I forgot how to spell, but really I just know how to enunciate my words. I'm learning how to talk into a mic with every day we go, and it's getting better and better. Worse for you, but better for me.
Go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers, baby. World Series champions, 2020 motherfuckers. Thank you. Good night. Jared, go check us out. Don't say anything stupid either, so I don't have to take this down.
Casey, you're a cunt.